I'm about to prune out some of the plants that have volunteered in this perennial planting of gooseberry, currant, lupin, woodruff, and honeyberry. I wanted to show you and a pear tree right there. At this branch above here, this is either a Norway or red maple, how much the birds have actually planted right below it. And this is a phenomenon that you can actually plan for if you have a large branch tree and there's an opportunity to garden native plants underneath it. You can prepare the ground by mowing, spreading wood chips, and creating a fertile seed bed for these wild plants. Some of them you'll want to prune out, like here's honeysuckle here. There are a number of serviceberry shrubs coming very close together here. I'll probably prune one of them out. Here we have a wild raisin viburnum, which is the largest, and it looks like the most successful and vigorous plant in this group, starting to produce some berries here. Ash. We have some wild grape or fox grape here. So you get an entire, here's the vine, and here are the leaves up here, right there. And it'll kind of take down this little grouping. So I'm going to come through and I'm going to prune out these grapes because we have some growing over other trees in the orchard where so some plum trees that have black fungus and they're dying anyway, so we're using the trees as a trellis for the grapes. So we're going to prune these ones out to give these other the serviceberry and the wild raisin viburnum, amelanchier, a shot at being successful in this location. And I'll probably prune out several of the stems, maybe one of the serviceberry stems to allow the amelanchier to take off. And then we'll top these serviceberries when they're dormant to create a more bushing shrub for ease of harvest of the berries. We'll see how the berries turn out. They might not be easy or abundant enough food, but we'll see through pruning what can be done. And obviously we'll cut out the honeyberry. And then you can see there's even more volunteer currants that we've had some deer browsing. Now, actually, the deer like to browse the ash sprouts. For some reason, I've seen this a couple of times in the orchard. The young sprouts the deer seem to like. So it's a very interesting phenomenon. Here's another grapevine climbing up this pear, which we'll remove. So this is a really nice pear tree in this location. So it's more of a removal at this point and selection of what we want to go forward, even though this whole area started out as sort of a shade-loving plant, shrub, fruit garden. They're still here. The currants are still here. They do quite well in this location, but other things are sort of coming in now with time. So this is one way of describing wildlife-assisted gardening. When you're in one place over time, you can allow to happen, observe, work with, especially if you plant a number of berries that you like that will self-propagate if they are dropped by birds. You can plant little isolated gardens of them or clusters and then have the birds over time spread those plants to other locations. Wildlife-assisted agroforestry.